By the end of this lesson, you should be able to find the slope when given a line. In this example, we are given a line and asked to find the slope of the line. So one method for finding the slope of the line is to simply find any 2 points on the line. It doesn't matter which 2 points that you choose. I'm going to go ahead and pick 2 points. So here I chose the x-intercept here of 4, 0, and for the y-intercept here, we also chose a point here of 0, 3. Now again, you could have chosen any points. I just decided to use the x and y intercepts there, but the bottom line is take those 2 points and simply plug them into the slope formula. Recall the slope formula is y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. In other words, subtract your y values and place them on top. Subtract your x values and place them down below. So when you do that, what you're going to wind up here is a negative up top and a positive down below. Anytime you have a negative and a positive, it makes the whole entire fraction a negative. And so the slope of the line is negative 3/4. So again, method number 1 is to simply pick any 2 points on your line and plug those points into the slope formula, and you will be able to find the slope of the line. So the answer to this one, again, the slope is negative 3/4. Now another way that you can find the slope of a line when given its graph is to use the rise over the run method. In other words, you're going to rise and run from one point to the other and plug those values into the slope. So let's go ahead and begin. We can use the same 2 points that we identified in the first method. And all we're going to do is we're going to move on this line in a rise to run motion. So starting at one point, I'm going to rise up 3, and I want to get to the other point because that's what you're going to be doing, rise and run from one point to the other. So to get to my other point on the line, I'm going to have to run to the negative side from that point. That would be 1, 2, 3, 4. So because I'm running to the negative side, that's going to be a negative 4. So that slope would be 3 over negative 4, a rise of 3 and a run of negative 4. You can either go on above the line or below the line. In other words, on top of the line or on the bottom of the line. So if we go below the line, still using our rise and run to get from one point to the other, I would have to fall down 3. So anytime you go down, that's a negative because you're falling. And then run to the positive side 4, and that's a positive. So in other words, the slope of this particular line is either going to be 3 over negative 4 or negative 3 over positive 4. And as we stated before, anytime the top or the bottom of your fraction is negative, in other words, if your signs are different, it's going to equal a negative. So the slope of this line is -3/4. And there you have it, method number 2, using the rise over run method.